La la. Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Hospital. Welcome back to campaign 2, where we have some money troubles. They're not too big though. We're only losing a little bit each day, and as we haven't actually unlocked general surgery yet. That's what's been pointed out to me in the comments. I haven't actually unlocked it, so we can't build it. So we absolutely have to make this hospital profitable, which I really don't think is going to be too tricky, because we're only losing a little bit. It was larger yesterday. We had some expenditures and stuff like that, but on the whole, I don't think it's too bad. I think what we will do is monitor the situation, deal with the problems as they come in, and hopefully we'll be able to balance it all out. Ultimately, the more patients that we can process a day, the better, right? I mean, that just makes sense. So shall we see who is in at the moment? Let's see. Let's go through all our patients. Patient couldn't be treated and is leaving. Why couldn't she be treated? This here? She couldn't be hospitalized. Okay. Well, we'll let her go then. Could we not do any of this? Does it matter where she's? Internal requires staff with skills. Yeah, so she'd need to have an operation in internal medicine. I guess at the time. What's that say there? Check free beds or try a higher priority. So we've done that now. It's possible that when we were dealing with her initially, we were having problems with the ward, because that was definitely a thing. So look, Rachel here is actually having a CT scan, and it has helped us find the problem. Isn't that great? So she will need to be hospitalized for her to get the IV. Okay, so she'll be fine. Pneumonia, my goodness, he also needs all these sorts of bits and bobs. Antibiotics. Okay, shouldn't need to be hospitalized, but you know what, I got a bit of a... Okay, do you know what, should we try and give everything to everyone regardless whether hospitalized or not? Should we see how that goes? We'll see how it goes. We'll give them that. So antibiotics, they're having some lab work done, so that's good. Okay, and then somebody new just came in, and then we also have in internal medicine, quite a few in internal medicine. We've got a couple of walk-ins here in internal medicine. She looks a little bit... Let's stop those, because we have actually discovered what's wrong. She does need to be hospitalized. We'll put her in high dependency because we're running out of space by the looks of it. And she's going to need this IV. Can we give her the IV, please? Can we do that? That would be pretty great. Look, we have a pulsating symptom here. Should we try a differential and see if we can work this out? Also, actually, do you know what? We will do an X-ray. We'll also try this, because we need to try and discover what this symptom is. It is a thing. It is absolutely a thing. Okay. Put you to one side just for the moment. There we go. Now we can do that. Oh, we didn't want this. We didn't want this. Oh, well, it's happened now. Okay. So maybe we could do neck palpitations. Have a look around there. Maybe an oral cavity inspection. It's all sort of around the mouth and throat. They do have a pain in the ear, so we might just have an ear examination. That would probably be a good idea. Certainly not the worst. You know what? I think we will just concentrate on walk-ins at the moment. I think that'd be a good idea. How's this going? Okay. So Robert Lewis, he's got some lab work going on because we're not quite sure which one it is. It's a shame that Linda here can't do differential, quite honestly. It would be nice if she could. It would be. Where is Mary? She's out here. Hello, Mary. How's it going? So we've actually sent, can we see here? We've actually had 2 go home today. Which is a bit of a shame. It was these 2, was it? Was it these 2? Left. So they left. Yeah, both ward problems. Okay, so hopefully we can get this sorted out. We'll start making sure that the ward beds are okay. You know, you have to spend money to make money, right? That's so, you know, if we have to do that, then that's what we'll do. Okay. It'll be fine, everybody. It'll be completely fine. It feels quite quiet here, though, doesn't it? Mind you, we've managed to up the prestige a little bit. If we just take it slow, we're not going to go too fast, and just go over the patients that are coming in. How's it going, Mark? You're having your inspection, so we've decided it's this, so you'll need some antibiotics. So we can probably then scrap all of this and get him out the door. That'll be fine, as we seem to have discovered what it is. Well done. This guy, though, still waiting on his lab work in here. This lab, is it? Yes, because you're having a cultivation. Shall we have a look at this lab? Okay. I wonder. It does say medium. So I don't think it's too busy here. It would be nice to see how many patients are queued for getting work through the rooms, you know, sort of what the queues are. It'd be nice to know how much this lady is supposed to be processing in the day right now. Some sort of a list, you know, somewhere you can click to sort of see all the patients that are needing stuff processed and what it is that they're waiting for. And I don't know, I think that might be nice, you know, seeing what's queued with a room. So then I would know now whether I want to get somebody else in to help or not, you know. But as it stands, we're just going to let, who is it? We're just going to let Elizabeth here do her work. She does tend to have a long commute. It's a long drive from home, so she can often be late for work. That's a bit of a problem. It is a bit of a problem. She's quite good at what she does, though, isn't she? She's pretty good at what she does. What's going on with you, Mary? Are you having an x-ray? You've had your x-ray, have you? We still haven't discovered what this is here. This could cause Mary to crash, actually. It's becoming a bit of a concern. I'm wondering if we should we get her in for observation? Because if she has Lyme disease, then she would need to come in. We don't have enough beds to just be throwaway like that. I don't think. Okay. So who have we got here? We have a Frank Williams. Oh, it's you. You're still waiting around, eh? Okay, that's fine. Doesn't seem like there's many patients kicking around at all, does there? In fact, at the moment, this is it. And Robert here is the only one without an actual final diagnosis. And the only one we're sort of fairly concerned about here is Mary Hall. We need to know what this symptom is. No. Okay, so they're going to do this sampling because we still don't know what's happening with Mary here. What's going on? So some lab work is to be done, and then all we've got left, we've got this heart monitoring, which we can't do, can't be prescribed at this department. So this is ICU, trauma or observation room, so can't do that. And Mary King here can't do differential, which doesn't really matter anyway, because ultimately we need to know what this symptom is. It's a bad symptom that needs dealing with. It really, really does. Okay. Oops. So no new ones in there. Who are we missing from here? Frank Williams, Robert Lewis. Oh, we've got 2 Frank Williams. We've got 2 Frank Williams. Here's the other one. So, okay. We'll do neck. Actually, let's get rid of neck a minute. No, let's do a physical examination. Let's have a look in the mouth, and then possibly something to do with the lungs. Maybe we could listen. That might be good. Do you know what? Yeah, I think we'll see how that goes. That should be fine. Look at this guy. He's still waiting. She is now processing his, but he is still waiting. Nobody else is coming. I think we will just speed this up a little bit, because we are turning into a night shift. We'd really like to know what's wrong with this gentleman. Waiting for lab results. Got a lot of waiting for lab results, don't we? Right, okay. Taking the temperature. Okay, now they're going for this. Okay. Righty-ho. Okay. Well, we've not had any additional people in. A little bit of concern. So what have we got here? So we've had 2 rooms with a critical workload. Let's take a look at this. So our emergency department is running pretty low at the moment, isn't it? We're not doing a lot here. Let's have a look, because we have a lot of rooms. Look at all the surgeries that we have down here. Look at this. Low, low, medium, medium. So I'm wondering if we could cut down staffing in here, because we're not getting the patients in to warrant all these rooms. So let's get rid of all these for the moment, and let's look at the daytime doctors that we've got here, and let's see about sacking some, shall we? I think we'll sack 2. I think we'll let 2 go through lack of workload. So let's see here. She's really great. She's pleasant. She rests fast. We really like Jane Wilson. James Lopez here is a little depressed, but otherwise he's, again, really pretty good, although he can't do differential. So that is a thing. Now, Casey here is really, really fantastic, and also a pretty good boss, and does differential. And then we also have Linda here, who doesn't do differential. She moves pretty slow and is a hedonist. So I think we're going to let Linda go. And I think it was James. Yeah, we're going to let James go as well. Leaving us with Jane and Casey. Jane is currently the chief doctor, but you know what? We might change this to, we might make this Casey. I think we might make this Casey. There we go. So we've let a couple of doctors go down here. We have one on the night shift. So that's pretty good. So what else are we running over here? We've dealt with that. Okay. So what could we knock back anything else? Is there anything else we could reduce? Don't think so. What's this room? Why have we got the doctors? Oh, for trauma. We do have a ward for the nurses. I'm wondering, because we have a ward with 2 beds in here, and then we have these 2 trauma rooms which have very low use, right? And then we have, I suppose we do only have 2 doctors day and night, and then nurse wise we have 2 nurses day and night. Should we move Patricia over here? There we go, just so we can see that there's a spare desk there. Yeah, so I don't know, I think we might keep that as it is. Okay, so x-ray then. So the x-ray department, we do have a room here in the day that is high, but otherwise it's not so bad. Look, nobody used this at all. Nobody used this. CT is low. Right. Nobody used the CAG room. But the workload on x-ray is high. It is absolutely high. So let's see here. I'm thinking about removing this room altogether and maybe having a second x-ray here instead. Let's have a look at our daytime staff. I might also not delete this room, but not staff it anymore. You know, we might do the same over here. So what have we got? We're just reducing staff levels. So hey, Carol here is pretty good. We like Carol. We like Kate. Oh, we like Robert. Oh geez. And we also like Mary. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? So this could come down to skill, not just personality at this point. Right, so Sarah here is also a hedonist. So, which is not like a massive problem, but we're going to have to let some people go, I think. Mind you, so nobody used this at night. Can you see that? Nobody used this at night. I'm wondering if... So who's in here? This is Carol, is it? This is Carol. So we would like to get rid of this room, would we? I think we would. And do another x-ray. So I think... this may not be the best move, but this is what we're going to do. So we're going to get rid of this room. Okay. And we need to delete all the items in it. There we go. It gives us a bit of money. It's not going to give us enough though, because we need another x-ray. These rooms are so expensive. So look, 23 grand. And will it even fit there? I didn't check that. Yes, it will. Okay. 23 grand. So we're going to have to borrow some money. Oops. What? Right, can you stop moving? 23 grand. Okay. X-ray. There. Okay, so we now have 2 x-ray departments, and Carol on your pop. So what I'm thinking is that maybe Carol here could deal with hospitalized patients only, and Kate here could deal with clinic patients only, and then we've got Sarah here who can do both at night. And then we'll see how that split works. I think we'll do that. So I don't really want this room operating anymore. So we've established we like all these guys. So what's their skills? So Carol here is actually quite low skilled. So it's actually Carol, isn't it? Damn. I'm so sorry, Carol, but we're actually going to have to let you go. You're the least qualified here. I have to let Carol go. Meaning that Robert King will now come up here. Meaning that this room is now closed. Nobody will be using this. We could potentially get rid of this as well. Who's the next lowest? Kate. So what we might do is remove Kate from here. And move Mary instead? Is that Mary? Yeah. And move Mary into here. So that's these two rooms closed. They barely get used. So we can reduce the staff. There we go. In X-ray as well, right? So we've reduced X-ray. Okay. So medical labs, not too bad. During the day we're getting a high, which blood work seems to be fine. In fact, we've got low in the day, but I'm pretty sure we need this staff because before we did this with the staff, this was overrun. So I'm happy with that. And this is high during the day, look. So what we might, and low during the night. So what we might actually do is get a new member of staff for here. Okay, we're going to get a new member of staff for here. Let's see. James White is great. So what we'll do, we will employ James White, and what we will do, I think, is 18% 25. So we will put Elizabeth here on clinic patients, and we're going to put James on hospitalized, and just see how that works for us. And then we've got somebody here at night that does both. We'll see how that goes. ICU, I think, is fine at the moment. And then internal medicine, which is where all the problems are. We're absolutely aware that all the problems are in internal medicine. So we've got an awful lot of... this is where... And again, internal medicine makes good money like general surgery does. But it's only going to make good money if we can deal with the demand that it is seeing. Which is largely these rooms here. But then they have to be staffed and we have to build more. It's getting expensive. But we should probably do it. So we can see here that these wards are quite high in demand. Okay. This is interesting that this is medium and low. So not too many people come in here day and night. But this is a little bit crazy. At the moment, we do have staff available to do surgery at night. Yet they're not really doing them. But I think we're going to leave them in place because if we can fix all the other problems, we might have more surgeries coming in. Yeah. So this operating day and night, it's probably a little bit overstaffed, but we'll leave it. And then we've got critical. Look at these rooms. So really, we should probably consider getting another diagnostic room. Do we think that there's not enough of these rooms, or if there's not enough staff to process people through these rooms? Maybe it's just that, right? Maybe it is that. Not enough staff processing patients through here. But then again, it's not like they're really busy on surgery at the end of the day. So if we look, let's get rid of this minute. Our daytime doctors. that would work in here. I've actually got quite a few, and they're now all turned on for diagnostic and observation. And they're not really doing a lot in surgery. This is low at best. So that would suggest that we have the doctors to deal with it. It does kind of suggest that. And we've got a load of stretchers. And it's the same situation with the nurses, ultimately. You know, plenty for the moment. I don't know. Maybe we will try another one of these rooms. Maybe we will try another one of these rooms and just sort of see how it does. Where would we put it? Where should we put it? Because they also have to come up through the lift as well. They have to take them upstairs every time they want to do this as well, don't they? It's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. But we don't have a lot of room kicking around. So they might even have to go upstairs a bit further to here. We might actually have to stick it up here, which is a bit crazy, isn't it? So let's see here. If we were to build internal medicine, how much is one of these rooms? How much do we need? If we got a smaller diagnostics, 5,000. Look at how much we've borrowed. It's insane. So we're just going to give this a go, and we're going to see what it does, really. So we're going to have to come up here to where the ICU department is for space. And internal medicine, diagnostic unit. We're going to stick it here, I think. That's where we're going to stick it. And we will just extend this bit of wall. And maybe actually even the floor. Just so it all matches. Oh. No? What's wrong? Why? 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 Okay. And we'll just see how that deals with it. I think. When in doubt, we'll just do this and see what it gets us. Okay. Okay. So we've had a bit of a rejig. Sorry, everybody who lost their jobs. I do apologise. These things happen. So we've got you guys in internal medicine. And we've got you guys kicking around on the other departments. You are waiting for lab work. So there's a staff changeover. So the lab work will continue here once they turn up. Fulfilling needs. Just waiting for the staff changeover, really, aren't we? I guess maybe we could do a differential on this. Okay. Shall we see who we have currently in the wards? Nobody. Nobody. They're all here. Okay. We'll have a look over our ward patients, shall we? Let's pull them all up. There we go. Let's go check them out. Oh, hello, Patricia. Hello, hello. We don't need this. We don't need this. Just stop it. Good. You'll be fine. Thank you. Nancy. Hello, Nancy. You'll be fine also. Excellent. We're happy. Right, now we don't need all these tests. He is scheduled for an operation. Good. Okay. We don't need all these on you either. We'll just cut all that down. Thank you, Jane. It'll help reduce the weight on these rooms. We'll give you this medicine for this tremor that you've got here. You should be okay. Lovely. What's going on over here? Yeah. Okay. Well, good. You'll be fine though, Christopher. So do not fret. Joseph? Would you like these? Sort out that excessive flatulence that you seem to have. Lovely. Thank you. And you're also going to be fine. Okay. This is all good. This is all good. This is going okay. Hopefully this will continue to go okay. Okay, Mary's getting really bad. Oh, we've discovered this. Okay, if we can get her in for observation, any office ward or unit can do the IV. So if we could get her in for observation, because we really need to deal with this situation. She could collapse at any minute. You know, she really, really could. This is really bad. Can somebody help her, please? What's going on with you, Robert? You're going to a chair. You're back at the labs. You are back at the labs. Are you coming into here? Is this where Mary is waiting? It might be. You have Lyme disease. Yeah, okay. Because we need to get this going. Here we go. So now she can be called into here. And we can get her into observation and get her on this IV as quickly as possible, please. Can we do that? I'd really like that. We don't need to draw his blood. We can see what's wrong. We can see what's wrong. There we go. Oh, it's Lisa. Sorry. Sorry, Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. Let's try a differential here. Mary? Somebody's seeing you. We need to hospitalise you. And we need to get you on some IV antibiotics. Yes, we do. Come along. Should speed this up. Please. Why are you playing patience? What kind of a conversation is this? What's taking so long? There are no free beds. Okay, could we send her to the high dependency unit? No? Is there no beds in the high dependency unit either? What about this? What about ICU? What happened here? Being hospitalized. Can I? No. Okay. I guess she's just waiting for a bed. So, let's see here. Let's see here. A bed. A bed on a high dependency unit. This is high dependency. Look. There's room here. There's definitely room here. We've got stretchers. Loads of them. Nurses kicking around. We don't have nurses kicking around. What's involved in the hospitalization process? Don't they just normally... Wouldn't she just walk there? Not sure. This is the thing, is I actually don't sit and watch too closely how they get processed. It's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem. But we know that there is definitely room for this. So that's good. There's definitely room. We know it works because we have a lady here. Mary. Dearie me, I do hope that we can get this sorted for you. I really, really do.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not take your first step on the path to total coolness by supporting me via Patreon. The cooler you are, the harder I work, which means even more SHIZWAH.